Today we're talking about using the flat pick. I use a small kind of a teardrop kind of pick. People can use different sizes and it still works just fine. The main thing we want to make sure we know how to hold the pick. Okay, so we have our thumb. We have the first joint of our thumb. We want to make sure that we hold the pick on that first flat mallet part of the thumb right there, flat, and then we curve the finger and bring it curved like this, and we hold the pick on the side of the first finger like this typically. So we have the thumb and the first finger right at the first knuckle on both, so that we have lots of flexibility, and we put the pick right in there, okay? And we want to make sure that our fingers are curved up. We don't want to put them in a fist because that tightens everything up. But we want to put them up so that they're out of the way. One thing that we don't want to do when we play is anchor. Anchor makes your hands very tired when you play. When you anchor like this and try to pick, it's going to make your arm tired and really slow you down. And it feels like you need to anchor when you first start because you want to find your place, right? But we find our place by using the other string. It's kind of like a little rest stroke that we use. Not all the time, but we can. To get started, we can kind of rest on the other string as we go. So picking downstroke, we would pick and rest on the other string. Not on the upstroke, of course. We wouldn't want to do that kind of thing. Okay. So, the picking exercise that I'm giving you, the first picking exercise I'm going to give you, is a downstroke and then an upstroke on each string. So you start, you play down, up, right on across on every string. Coming back, still keep it down, up, coming back down. Down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. Okay. The next picking exercise I'm going to give you is 4 notes per string is down, up on each string. So it looks like this. Down, up, down, up. Slower than that at first, that's fine. Now the next exercise we're going to do is a little tricky. It's 3 notes on each string, but we alternate the picking still the same, back and forth. So it's going to be on the E string, it's going to be down, up, down. And then we go to the A string, it's going to be up, down, up. So we're going back and forth still. Down, up, down, up, down, up. You also need to start these exercises on the opposite picking. So going back to exercise 1, 2 notes on a string, we would go with a upstroke. So we start with up, it's going to be up, down on each one. And then going forward, it's going to be up, down, up, down. And then going with 3, it really comes out the same. But we start with an upstroke. It's going to be up, down, up, down, up, down. And those are good basic picking exercises to develop your skill. Now when you pick, you want to use your wrist and your fingers. You don't want to pick with your arm. So you bring your wrist up just a little bit this way at a slant, not too much up, so you're twisting your arm, but just a little bit up so you have a curve this way across the wrist so that it's curved slightly, not straight or flat or this way. A lot of people pick like this with their hand flat, like that. That's going to slow you down, I think. We can pick that way if we're muffling. Sometimes we like to get that muffled sound, then we use that technique. But typically when we're picking, we want to keep our wrist free so that we can get a little curve, a little bit of a twist on the arm with the wrist. If you're flat, it's kind of hard to get that twist of your arm, but you can get a little better this kind of a motion with the arm, with the wrist up a little bit, right? Okay, so just work on that, try to get a good control of that. Now the next exercise I want to give you on the picking is just including the left hand in a little bit. We're just going to play one every fret. So we're going to start with open on the first string. We're going to play open, and then we're going to play downstroke on open, and we're going to play upstroke on the first fret, and then second fret down, third fret up, fourth fret down, and then up, and then down, and up, and down. Exercise for the left hand also teaches us to leave our fingers down. So on the way up you want to leave your fingers on and then peel them off one at a time. So it's good left hand and good right hand technique, even though we're focusing on the right hand here today. It's still a good left hand technique also. Do it on the second string. Do it slower if you need to. And the third string. Right on down. And that's picking. There's a lot more exercises to do with picking, but those will what will get us started good.